Hey guys, today is July the 11th of 2018. I want to go over the Aussie dollar using Gann price and time technical analysis. So please pause the video and read the video disclaimer. All right, I been watching the Aussie and I've been putting some posts out there, not on YouTube. This is going to be my video on it. And I've been watching, and I almost got in the trade, but prices kept pushing low and lower, and I didn't like the price action. So let me give you a rundown. Let's look at the daily. Let's just look it up here. So as you can see, we made a high on January the 26th. We came all the way down to July the 2nd. Got a nice pop. Statistically, the Aussie makes a low, swing low in June. So it kind of pushed over, a day or two. I'm not mad about that. That's fine. Normally, it shoots up, then does a nice pullback, and then, continues going higher. The problem is there's a strategy I have that I normally buy this level right here when it pulls back. But this sucker kept going down. And this is another strategy that I have where you buy into strength. So now the moving average is below, it's testing in, and what you do is you make sure you buy somewhere around right here in this ballpark, because you're buying into the moving average. And this moving average will turn green, and then it'll start trending higher. If it pans out that the Aussie is in the low, technically, if this is the low right here, which is July the 2nd. I've been working on some price and time, Gann style, and I'm not still convinced. The only thing that has me convinced that there's a possibility that there's a swing low in the Aussie is the seasonality. But sometimes the seasonality is not in sync with what something else is influencing the Aussie. So let me break it down. So if the seasonality is that the Aussie normally makes a low in June and it makes a swing top or a swing high in July or pushes even to August, sometimes there's another force, for lack of better words, I'm just going to call it a force. There's an influence. There's something that it's not permitting it or not letting it do what it normally does in June and July. So that is the battle. That's the kind of mind game you have as a Gannist. You're trying to figure out, okay, so this is what it normally does, statistically, seasonally. This is kind of the thing and for whatever reason, supply and demand, there's something going on in the Aussie world that it typically makes a low in June and then it swings up. But the price action is not reflecting that. Got a nice sell-off into the moving average, and that's where we're at right now. And we got the July swing low. The question is this swing low is the low? And that's the battle zone that I'm having. I'm crunching numbers, I'm doing statistics, I'm running models. I got a couple of dates that I'm kind of tossing around, trying to figure it out. And there's some other dates that are showing up further in July, which goes against, the seasonality. So those are the kind of things as a Gannist you are going to be challenged. And this is a great video for people that are doing this kind of stuff and studying and doing the Gann. And, you got to include price, you got to include time, and above all, time is the most important factor. So the timing has to be right. I almost got in here at that 74.03, and look, if we put the Gann grid that I have, look at that. Let's blow this up. Look at that. It failed the Gann grid with anger. Look at that right there. It failed it with anger. Right there. That sucker blew it right through. You know, because the angle, the 45 is going up. And then another thing is, back in the past, the Aussie was normally 13 days below this angle. So we got 1, 2, 3, I think it was 14. Let me put my candle here. Oops. See, that's the bad thing about the Heikin-Ashi, that if you want to know where the close is, unless you want to put a simple moving average or whatever, it's kind of hard to know, you know, to be trying to, you know, pinpoint something. I need to add my wicks. Here we go. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3. This one was above. This was below. What was it? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This was above. So week 13 was the pattern it had before this angle. We shot up, and then everything looked good on the 9th and 10th, but then the 11th came in and just brought us back down, cracked the 45, cracked this 50% level, and this is where we're at right now. If we go below this moving average and below 73.55, it may look like we may retest this low right here. We'll see. Another thing that you could do is you could use the Gann fan. And this is another technique you could do. I need to fix this right here. Let's go right here. Let's do this. I like doing this technique on Thinkorswim. We take it, we go all the way just to a month. Boom. Let's see, can we hide drawings? Maybe not. Daily, it's going to show me. And let's create a new drawing and let's just call it clean. It's the trick I learned. Takes everything off. Let's take this off over here. Sorry. Just want to show you. This is another thing you could do to kind of see where. I mean, there's so many ways to find support. But you just got to incorporate some Gann stuff. What am I doing here? Oh. This is what I was looking for right here. Show studies. Because this is an auto fib. So if I hide that, I get that. Okay. And that's my marker right there. So what you could do is you could take a trend line and find the 45 degree. The 45 degree is somewhere around right there. You don't got to be exact. I'm trying to see here. Close to the 45. So this is going to be probably support right here. That's 73.55 or here. If these two levels can hold, this one is what? 73.33. These two levels can't hold. It looks like it's going to push to here. If this can't hold, it's going to go to this fan right here. And if it can't hold here, then most likely it's going to test this low. And then that's the question. If there's a failed new low, which I like to see, the price action keeps going down. And then it doesn't, you know, and it could pierce it. It could pierce it or whatever, but then closes above and then starts trending higher. That's what you call a failed new low, a double bottom, and then go up. And that's fine. I like that. But if it continues going lower, then the seasonality is not working out. And those are the kind of things, questions, issues, challenges that you will have as a Gannist. There's other ways around it to figure out what's going on with the Aussie. You could run some machine learning models, algorithms, You could run cycles. There's so many things you could do, but you want to kind of get, you just don't want to lean on the seasonality and be like, yeah, I'm going to go long, I'm just going to buy right here and hoping that this thing goes up. And look, you got smacked in the face with a red candle. You want to have what I call clusters, a whole bunch of things kind of lining up. And so far, I only had seasonality, but nothing else was pretty much lining up. So I'm trying to build a case to go long, and I'm being challenged, not finding, something positive. So sometimes these are the kind of trades that you just, if there's nothing there and you don't got no mathematical reasoning and proof to go long, then you just step aside and let this thing do its thing until something shows up. Even price and time. Let's see. Show studies. Do this to a year. Look at the weekly. Nothing positive on the weekly. We just hit this 50% and came back, just flat. Below the moving average. The monthly is just negative. Nothing positive there. And, the 12-hour got a sell signal back down. You're below the moving average, so you broke this moving average, and this is your low so far. 4-hour, got all the bulls trapped. Now it's pushing lower. So the question is this the swing low? Is this going to hold? Or this is what? See, this is another thing. Gann says for an entry of less risk, you always pull in when you buy when you get a wave down. I mean, not a wave, a pullback down when you believe that there's a swing low. And it's kind of short. It's just a couple of days. Nothing really major. Just went for what? 8 days and just pulled back down. I mean, look at this right here. This would have been convincing right here. 28 days, 21 bars. Would have been like, yeah, we're going higher. And look at that. Boom. Just hold it all down. So that's where I'm at with the Aussie. I'm still doing some research, finding out price and time, and so far I'm on the sidelines, but I'm just showing you the research and what I'm seeing. Hope you like this video. I'll keep you posted more of my thoughts on the Aussie. So far I'm on the sidelines. I'm just watching, crunching numbers, and see when I see an opportunity. So far, I'm on the sidelines for this one.